Hello and welcome to the daily Forex report for March 14th. We're looking at the US-Japanese yen pair. This pair continues to head to the upside. We are looking for it to potentially go up to 84.47. However, on a reversal, possibly going as low as 82.06. Look for this pair to potentially hit some resistance around the 8400 mark and look for some support to the downside around 83.10. Now let's take a look at the Euro-USD pair. This pair surged to the downside, broke through the low. We are looking for it to continue overall moving to the downside. Look for it, however, on a reversal, possibly going in, possibly hitting some resistance around 131.05, moving lower and hitting support around 129.75. Now the pound-US dollar pair created an inside bar, closed down overall. Definitely within trend line as far as its movement to the downside. Look for it to potentially, however, go as high as 158.02, possibly as low as 155.57. Look for some resistance around 157.50 and look for some support around 156.05. Now the US Swiss, this pair surged to the upside, closed higher. We are looking for it to potentially go as high up and hit some resistance around 0.9330, possibly moving down and hitting support around 0.9245. Now as far as news announcements go, we do have some significant news announcements coming out during tomorrow's session. We have the Swiss releasing their national bank rate for March at 4:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Consensus on that one is that they're going to hold rates at 0.00%. We also have the European Central Bank publishing their monthly March monthly report at 5 a.m. Eastern on that one. Seems like I remember the Swiss actually having a 1% interest rate right now. I'm not sure if the 0.00 is correct. I don't think it is. Anyway, look for that to be released early tomorrow morning. Those two news announcements fairly significant. Of course, the Euro publishing their monthly report shouldn't affect the market too much as the numbers have already been released. However, if we get a move in the Swiss as far as their rate goes, we could see the market react to that. Now, what am I looking for during this next session? Well, if you go to the pound-US dollar pair, it did create an inside bar during this last session. Went up. Overall, we're moving to the downside, just doing it kind of step by step, a little slower than what may be normal. Overall, you can see we've been kind of moving sideways to some degree, but let's take a look long term. With the euro pulling back, not sure if the pound is just going to bounce around here or continue lower. There's a good possibility of it continuing lower off of where it is currently. Now, where would this potentially go? Remember, inside bars, it doesn't really matter as far as direction. We can look for it to move in either direction, so it doesn't really matter where it breaks out, either to the upside or downside. If it breaks to the upside, I think we have a pretty good case for it to move on up, at very least about 50 pips. To the downside, if it moves through, we definitely have an area here right at a 0.0 level, about 20 pips to the downside, 18 pips to the downside. So you may want to be aware of that. And if you do go into this short, if you do sell around the 156.19 mark, just realize we're coming up to the 5600 mark very, very quickly. We could find some support there and bounce back. So once it hits that, I would definitely go to break even and then look for it to head lower. Well, hope that helps, and until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.